Indeed, I am Moss. Another vlog, another day, beautiful sunshine. Today we'll try to walk out and, well, how did you came across to Nairobi Chicha? Do you still remember? How Nairobi Chicha became controversial and why? So let's start, be our start point, the follow fragments for different videos. Please enjoy and then let's talk.
Channel, it's review 254. So today we're going to talk about
It is Nairobi Chicha a media star or is an adventurous, a curious person that is trying to make himself on the media world? Well, this is a long debate. Nevertheless, we have to understand few things about this individual. And the most recent material that has been produced and the content looking back where it comes from. You will find something to indicate us why the shift or the line of his material. Yes, indeed, we will find, and judgment will be passed in different ways. But it's important to highlight here something that most recently came to our attention is the focus that Nairobi Chicha has been put on Nyambowanzi and Nyambowanzi's story on the context of YouTube, how it become. Let me give you an idea here, the Yahoo boys. I don't know if you remember this term. If you don't remember this term, you can Google it and then you will understand what it means, Yahoo boys. Yahoo boys, the Yahoo boys is these young Nigerians grow in small parts, especially on the south of Nigeria areas. They try to break through life, dream to be wealthy, to have something, to achieve something. And some of them, to a certain stage, manage, break through, leave Nigeria, go to Malaysia, and from Malaysia spread this scam process and practice that many documentaries have been done and a lot of material research why and how. And one of the cases is Ashpap. Ashpap is the top of the cream. There is another cases of lovers, fake lovers and all. That's what Nyambowanzi became. And many people are not understanding this. And Nairobi Chicha has found a very interesting ground, I'll say very fertile for his oddities. Because his intentions is to become powerful in the media circles of Kenya, the Eastern African. But he didn't know what to extend he could be so powerful and how to means be powerful. And that is quite interesting to navigate in these murky waters of Nairobi Chicha's earlier beginnings. And this is what I'm trying to do today, show you some earlier beginnings of Nairobi Chicha. You're going to be the judge today. So let's do it. For you to judge Nairobi Chicha, you have to read his body language in different scenarios. And also, you have to see the aesthetics, the physical aesthetics of Nairobi Chicha when he presents himself on a group of people, and how he wants to be the figure, the main stage of attention. And this is quite interesting when you look in those videos and these fragmentations that I'm presenting to you. And why I say this? Well, the reasons are simple. Because Nairobi Chicha has achieved 15,000 subscribers. Is a big number. And since then, his growth on the YouTube has been stuck. It's been very slowly. We can look to Congrats Mom, and you see the figures of Congrats Mom is 29,000. So this is another phenomenon that we need to discuss here. Why Nairobi Chicha compare Congrats Mom or compare a smaller YouTuber, let's say Lynette K, is not growing. What's happening here with the Nairobi Chicha? So this is the next discussion that we can talk. And let me say something here very interesting. The demographics of Africa on YouTube, when people watch Congrats Mom. Who watch Congrats Mom? Women, mothers, people that have family, people they identify themselves. But also there is something religious. Congrats Mom has come out and identify herself as a Seventh Adventist. Seventh Adventist is a huge church. And the principles of prayers and all those considerations and love that she shows around the family, unity. This is a factor. Because Jamaicans, they practice, they're huge people in Jamaica, part of the population of Jamaica and Caribbean, not only Jamaica, but Jamaica is a reference. Seven Adventists. In the United States, the Seven Adventists are bigger. Here in the United Kingdom, Seven Adventists. In Europe, even some parts of Philippines, Malaysia, I'll call the Commonwealth countries, not the Latins. I'm not an expert in religion about Latins. I know Latins are more Catholics. But what is interesting here, when I'm talking about Nairobi Chicha, is who are the audience of Nairobi Chicha? And what is the message of Nairobi Chicha? This is also interest points to look into. But let's consider here something different. What are the audiences happy with what Nairobi Chicha does or give them? Does the Nairobi Chicha bring any relevance, something worth, something new to the Eastern African content creation, YouTube, since that Kenya became this epicenter, this volcano of content creation? Okay, let's discuss that. There is a lot to talk about Nairobi Chicha. From the right, center, left, up, down. You can choose where you want. But what is important here, from all the clips you've been seeing of Nairobi Chicha that I have passed, there is something common. Is a signature. What he does and how controversial becomes is those small things, that controversy and that shift, the constant shift of life, make him a very good gossip maker. That is the line of work of Nairobi teacher. But it's not something that he choose intentional. No, he thought he's a good media, he's a good reporter, he's a character that reports events, things happening, and make people aware of the contradictions that humans have in a society. But that knowledge of a media person, let's say as a journalist, has missed on his tune, I'll better say in his stand, because journalists are educated to a level to understand what they're doing, and then when they create the news, that will be a content, they will draft with some orientation that the editor chief requires. In this case of Nairobi teacher, that is the man, is the center of everything, there is no chief editor, there is no principles, there is no agenda. Is who throws something on the bucket and picks and trash. There was the failure of Nairobi teacher starts. Nairobi teacher, as he chose the name Nairobi teacher, the first thing, the teachers are out there in Nairobi. He sent a very, very wrong message about the teachers, the Kenyan teachers, or African teachers, community teachers, when he explained himself what he used to be and what he pretended to be. But is what he pretended to be as a teacher, somebody comes with a background of teaching somebody to come this very important element of a society. Yes, element of society, our kids and other people's kids. And there was him fail big time, not realizing there is a line, a very fine line, where I'm taking my agenda and the consequences behind the agenda, what this agenda will bring. Because most recently, certain donors and audience, the audience, now that you've been scammed big time, you are trying to use him because he's an easier target to use, because he does not have morals, principles, does not have a line of understanding. There is a fine path between humans that can be crossed or not crossed by not doing his own homework. Just if you call him and say, this guy scammed me, or this guy done this to me, and then he throws the dirty without hear the other part, or thinking how the audience gonna react, how people will see this, and how, wow, that beautiful car, BMW X3. Wow, that is beautiful, really beautiful, black and chrome. I'm crazy for cars, but I prefer not talk about this. And misunderstood the real impact in the society by not having these metrics of evaluation of the content that is doing. So by not doing that, just run and start spill the beans and not doing his own work, is where the failure comes. So seeing all these things and look into his content, you realize you have a more bigger problem. This is the I call version 2 Nigeria. We have a version 2 Nigeria Yahoo boys, a scam that can be defined in different ways. Nigerian version 2 Yahoo boys, they done something similar in Nairobi Chicha. That used to be, well, how they used to call, go and threaten somebody, and that person felt threatened and start dash money to cover up his dirt. And here is Nigerian Chicha, because his content, latest content, basically you watch, you listen, and even the thumbnail, how he creates the thumbnail, gives you an indication this is work paid. This is somebody that not have initiative to make this thing bigger, worth it to watch, listen and understand, and as like audience and subscribers follow him. This is quite interesting what he does. He does the same. We saw most recently with Kung Fu Fanta, we saw that lady in Mombasa that he traveled with him, with not with him, with what's called the king of travel to Mombasa, and then end up in a big mess. This is Nairobi Chicha. But nevertheless, what is intrigue here is how Nairobi Chicha forgot it. He completely forgot about the very simple basic things. One of the things he forgot it is when he went to Ayamara a year ago, he was not alone. A couple of individuals are there. Cyprian TV, the guy, one guy from Uganda, and others. And how welcome and comfortable these people been received by the parents of Ayamara, and even Ayamara give them access. Even they didn't have appointment, they didn't contact, just they went there, they saw Ayamara, they walk in how friend Ayamara was and talk to them. He doesn't look back and ask himself how Cyprian TV still have access to Ayamara and still work in different chapters of the gossip and the controversy of the Kenyan society. That's what he doesn't ask. And he doesn't ask how Ayamara has managed to build this relationship, how the family still be the same family that I met. And strange people every time come to the village are only this family who open the doors of their house, receive them, accommodate them, feed them in exchange of nothing, basically. So far there is nobody came and say, oh, they ask me to pay thousands and thousands of dollars, except Mike Pont, the Italian guy, went to the village, looked for fame and fortune, complain about eating ugali. Remember, in Italy, pasta is something that you eat daily. You mix with this, with that. Ugali is the same story for us Africans. Our staple food for us is like rice. The Chinese, for them, rice is something daily. And complain. That was the only guy came to the and complain about the food. He wants to have this luxury food. We want to be treated like a king for nothing. And he wants to be the main attraction of everybody content creation, because he thought, oh, I'm different of them, I'll be the star. I'm leaving Italy, no money, I'm going to Africa, and then I'll see how we do it. And then we saw the disaster. Where is Michael Ponte today? So the same with Nairobi Chicha. He himself say on the videos that he had the problems, he could not planning to come to. He's the same person that even to return to Nairobi, the goat boy that he casts today as a bad individual, as a scammer, as a bad influencer to society, had to help him with money to go back to his family. So what we see here, okay, what you see here is that version 2 of these blackmail Nigerian Yahoo boys. What basically Nairobi Chicha is trying to achieve is blackmail somebody, threaten people. He's trying to find the weakness somewhere, somehow he will gain something. The agenda is not to bring it in something that defines media or change the media. No, it's blackmail. So does blackmail work? Well, blackmail works depend how much you have information of an individual. How do you know how weak that individual is? And the Yahoo boys, the Nigerian ones, the fraudsters, Nigerians, they have managed big time. Some they've been successful, some they have retired. They make fortunes. Most of the fortunes we see today in Nigeria, they have history behind, a good or bad, but they have history. There is no country in the world that Nigerians enjoy a well-known reputations. Does not mean also there is no good Nigerians. There are very good people married. Nigerians married to different nationalities and became a very successful couples and business people. But those numbers always are very small numbers compared to the previous numbers that we have seen and we got used. And that tints everything. It's the same in Ghana. There is good people, there is bad apples. Like one of the things you people don't like talk and be mentioned, refer, is Guatemala. When somebody tells the truth about Guatemala, you start jumping and throw stones. An example most recently, compared to Nairobi Chicha, Guatemala now is in the United States of America after he been stranded in Kingston in Jamaica, apply his visa from Jamaica to go to the United States. So by Guatemala walking in the street, and this guy from Dominican Republic saw Guatemala from far away and recognized Guatemala. Guatemala! You see, that is content, that is a good video, that is real creation, is unique. And that particular material in that clip, I congratulate Guatemala, how friendly and how he dealt with the person, talk with the person, and the person exchange with him some words, how he was seeing him, how he enjoyed, how he understand. It's not the same Guatemala with politicians. is a different. That is a good content. Even you see the wife of Adamaya with him walking and talking, is like, oh, he might have learned something from Ayamara. This is what people likes. This is what the people, Jamaicans, want to see. Family values. They want to see people be bonded, people be part of a society, people being recognized in that society. And here is one D factor, very interesting, of Nairobi Chicha. Nairobi Chicha gets more hate, is more isolated, people distance from himself. Why? Because he tries to identify himself as a very important highlight figure. If you see that video that Nairobi Chicha done at Ayamara parents, and then when he's walking out from the house with Cyprian TV and the other guy, I don't remember who is the other guy, you see his face looking back to the house. In his mind, that translates you, wow, what the hell, what the FCU these guys have achieved that I can't achieve. That's what is reflection. That's what he was trying to be, the attention. You are trying to be the figure, even when he interact with those people. And now the people are walking with him towards Mama Zani's house. How Ayamaro had achieved that project when he talks to Nasto, and when he goes to Ayamaro place, and Ayamaro so cool and calm is talk to him, explaining to him all the world and the dynamics out there is happening. This guy was like, yeah, I need you help me to build my world. I need being this. I want to be here. And then today you hear him come and say, I never said that. I never asked to be part of that. No, I was there already. That was me. The other day was an incident over there. An old grandma almost died, but fortunately was saved. Yeah. This is the village where I live. So that is where you guys don't understand. These things already happen in Nigeria. The Nigerians now are in another level of blackmail. The Nigerians now have come these royalties of gossip, these royalties of entertainment, a powerful house, or where you have to prove your skill, you have to prove you can do it, and you can do it much better compared that one. So this is where the Yahoo boys have moved, and Kenya now are started very late. Yeah, it's fine, it's good, but what is positive with this? Why I did pick up this example of Nairobi Chicha? I pick up the example of Nairobi Chicha as a reflection how we, the subscribers, the audience, drive these people to go to an extent of commit suicide. Professional, financial, even reputation. We have an example here that we are talking. The suicide of reputation of this individual that was a Chicha. They could very well have created a phenomenal YouTube channel, talk about Chicha in Kenya, talk about the different approaches in people in the society, what people doing positive. He chose a line where he can't even manage the resources that he have. He have good resources. Nairobi Chicha have resources. Very interesting resources, to be honest with you. Very interesting resources. To a certain stage that you look to those resources, they're underused. Because what? ability of use. Like the interview is done to a Nyambuanzi boy on a studio. You could capture different angles. You could capture even the body language of the person, so the audience could be interested and follow up. This is all. That's why Ayamaro every time tells you on his master class how important it is to capture a moment like this, make something like that, show people a different perspective of the picture, what is happening around you. And so these are the very important things, you know, especially when you look to that beautiful house. That is amazing, you know. Look, this is beautiful. This is what is all about the British architecture, and the architecture of a different mentality and people seeing the world and live in this country called Britain, where the weather is madness. So basically what I'm saying here is the undervalue of his resources, underuse, and not exploring other techniques and content made people ask themselves. That's why always I say to myself, even I have a chat with him, I have exchanged some, I have explained to him, you can do it better if you create a line. You define yourself as a truly content creator, and how important that will identify you. Let me put you a case here of somebody most recently came out and step on content creation in a very humility way. Even myself, I was like, this one here, for now you will want to capture subscribers, and will say to us A and B's, will convince us the world is all beautiful, things are the best. You can see this beauty here. This is really beauty. The world is the best, and then will ignite hate. And then I'm not going to mention the person here. It's a master something, better say, master blah 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 Kenya. And then I say to him, try to be true you, and try to prove that you can do it, something that others are not exploring in Nyambuanzi. Because what he caught me attention was about this master Kenya whatever, was something that Nairobi Chicha was saying, and trashing, no, the scamming, all this. He is a scammer. Nairobi Chicha is promoting scamming, promoting people go out there and fight each other. But now let's look at this in a different way. Why he does that? There is something here that we're missing. Yes, indeed, we are missing a lot of things of Nairobi Chicha. His upbringing. He never tell us his roots, his upbringing. Does his relationship, his marriage work? How does he work? How does he feed? How does he, who finance him? Yeah, donors. There will be a lot of people out there, Kung Fu Fantas and my old other people entertaining him, because they know he will come and say things that will make these guys' channels booming and go out, and then end the day he is been look like a villain, like an arrogant individual with no agenda in life. And this is why when you're talking about this comparison between the Yahoo Boys version 2, that is the Eastern Africa content creation, you start to see what these guys are promoting here is promoting something that we already got used in the West. See the Nigeria scam, how the Nigeria scams work, and how the feelings of people that they don't have a social life, and then they throw thousands and thousands of dollars in small petty things just because somebody has touched his emotion, like the case of Alex. There is a real case when he went to Alex. If you look, I watched that interview 2, 3, 4 times to find something positive that favors Nairobi Chicha, but I could not find. This is quite interesting. Working early. You see, this is quite interesting. Let me walk and see what is here. I could not find something that could make me understood that rush of him to go to see Alex after. Wow, this is a labyrinth. Anyway, this is how they look, the house here in Britain from the back. Yeah. Why you went all those 1,000 something kilometers to see Alex? Why not Alex? And what he pretended to extract from Alex end of the day. But on the end, I realized something. He was trying to hit on Ayamaro. He was not trying to make a content for us, the audience, as the subscriber. No, he had a very clear intention to prove wrong Ayamaro. And then I start asking to myself, why you have to prove wrong Ayamaro? Who are you? End the day, Ayamaro pay who he wants to pay. He'll use his money, will employ who he wants, when he wants, whatever it is. You can't do nothing. You can't influence it. You can't change the reality, the facts, what happened. But when the things start come out about Alex, is when you see the Nairobi Chicha keep jumping around, not realizing his reputation is being tarnished for something that not even him gained profit or made profit from that. What we realize is that, oh, those ducks, oh, look, if you kill one of those, you have big problem in court waiting for you. Just shoot one of those. Yeah, those are belonging to emergency the king, as the law, the law of the land here in the UK. You can't just go kill those animals. Was a Polish guy once done. Hey, he ended up with a situation, a very ugly situation in court. Anyway, that is not all our conversation. Oh, look at that. Let's see where he comes. No, he stopped. So, in that interview, you find again the same principle. Blackmail. So I took a couple of videos of this, they call it Nollywood, Nigerian Nollywood stories, and start watching, reading, and looking to. One of the clues I find about Nairobi Chicha is the latest materials reveals a very sinister person with a very emotional issue, personal issues. And those are when he tries to validate things by using his wife on lives and use people to corroborate his thoughts. That is where Nairobi Chicha becomes an issue, a very serious one. Let me sit here in the pub a little bit. Nairobi Chicha does not realize the negative impact that creates on the people and how people perceive his content and people realize that basically he's been trying to play others' emotions. So if he's been playing others' emotions, what is next? In the beginning, I thought that Nairobi Chicha had the future on this content creation as entertainer. Somebody could bring different dynamics on the what's called on these stuff. But was one particular event happening in Ghana, and with the kings. The kings, they came from the UK, expats, they live in Ghana, where this guy explained how he built his relationship with the chiefs, local chiefs and all that, and how things came so worded so well, to a point somebody interfere with the relationship and tend to be sour. And one of the ways of him solve that was make better things, not entertain those who are blocking him. By make better things, by not entertain in this case, let's say the haters and the bad talkers and all these people, he find another way, another path, his own world. And on his own world, the people around him, they saw him as the vehicle of growth and accepted him as the key of the problems. With Nairobi Chicha, we not see Nairobi Chicha as a key of any problem. We see as a gossip maker and a gossip trap of many to fall apart between each other, like the interview that Nairobi Chicha done with this lady on the middle of the road. What he done? That he project I was thinking that the interview will project a channel, will make her more visible, and people gonna attract to go and look a story. No, everybody Nairobi Chicha has approached, has talked to. Somewhere, somehow, 99% end up in disarrays, except the real content creators like Ayamaru is the only one has ignored him big time and put him in a awkward position. And that awkward position drives him mad, not be accepted by an influencer that is so powerful, so strong, is what Chef Matiko said in his last video. If you've been approached by somebody and that person says to you, I wanna help fund this, I wanna do this for that person that you have shown your video, contact the person directly and deal with the person. Don't put me in the middle between you and that person. When things are gonna not work, I become the problem. And this is where lay the problem with Nairobi Chicha. He wants to become the middleman. He wants to be the manager. He wants to be the resourceful. But he doesn't realize the limitations of his resources and his ability and capacity of deal with everything. He wants everything for nothing and nothing for everything. That end up be a mess. A mess that has proven this guy is feeding the ground for scammers. He is promoting scammers. He is sending a message out there. Keep doing. I'll manipulate the donors. I'll manipulate the viewers, I'll manipulate the audiences, and you guys will be okay. That is the message many people they don't understand about Nairobi Chicha. When you ask Nairobi Chicha to watch your dirty laundry of your dealings with the Nyamboanzi boys or somebody else online or on YouTube, you're helping him. You're helping him to bring more scammers, blackmailers, and so forth to create confusion. And then you want to be entertained. You get, what the hell is happening here? What's going on? Anyway, I hope this video clarify you certain things, but also brings to you to a reason where you must feel guilty as the subscriber or the donor not doing your own homework, and you are creating a monster that on end of the day, that same monster going to hurt people, destroy lives, and move on and on and on, and that is continuous. That way negativity is. And the real people, to be honest, like a lady comes from South Africa called Langa, the real content creator is building his empire, is building success, is building his name, and then is creating a community that supports him, that is out there for them. That's how these Yahoo boys find themselves. When Ash Papi was on the top, Ash Papi also built a network on the bottom, a ring that people to support him. And this is what people they don't understand. They can be scammed easily by a leader or somebody that they thinks is creating a difference in a society. And this is my next topic that I want to talk here, how I am Carol has fed wrong information out there, and then that wrong information has captivated people to think they're helping or they're supporting, they're funding a good cause, but end of the day they end up scam. Like Fellow the Boy has scammed people big time. I'm not gonna reveal the story of Fellow the Boy because still get mature. It's not what you think, what you hear. Fellow the Boy, when you hear Nairobi Chicha talk about Fellow the Boy, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. Yeah, you need to look the things upside down. What is the connection between them? And why he's talking about? If now he's teaching dirt about people that have been scammed, you start to ask yourself, why he's talking about these and these now? It's the same when he brought the case of Josie's diary. For me, still not clear about Josie's diary. There is a lot here to question, not only Nairobi Chicha. There is a lot here to question Josie's diary first, and one of the questions is, did she reveal anything when those things happened in the village? Did she told to other girls what Sergio was doing? Why she didn't? These are questions I have. Other thing is, why she never addressed certain accusations, certain things have been pinpointed to her by the negative when they call her a concubine. Why never she addressed these things? How she never mentioned a stay at Congressman's house while she was not there? How things work in how things, because people start put dirt on her. So there is very tricky things here that you need to understand. Is like this lady, the Irish lady Gabby, when Gabby talks about I am Arabic primitive. I ask me why Nairobi Chicha never addressed this woman story. What is the Nairobi Chicha find himself distant? Because there is no way of you build a scam network around these people, because these people are different characters out of the box. So it is Nairobi Chicha scammer. Yes, indeed, is a big scammer. How Nairobi Chicha survive? That is the first question mark, because there is people behind feeding him. If was no people behind feeding him, throw money for him, and him come with these stories, all these stories is directed to a particular center and a particular individual family and location. It's evident. In Nairobi, in Kenya, there is a lot of positive things happening, going on, negative and positive going on. In Nairobi, in particular, in Mombasa, you know, and it's not focused on that. Are the Kenyans interested on this soap of Nyambuans? Is the soap of Nyambuans unique? Well, it is unique, but not all Kenyans are interested. So, tells you this is a blackmail story. This is a black man. Sorry, it's not a black. You see, black man is a black male intention. Nairobi Chicha does not differ from Ivan Tars. If you look the content of Ivan Tars and then you look the content of Nairobi Chicha, it's parallel. In different locations, the world, in different. I'm glad that Ivan has come out and said, I want to be famous. I want to be more famous than that one. It's the same story here with Nairobi Chicha. It's trying to be the prognostic, be the person, be the main character, be the face of Kenya YouTube content creation. But the problem he can't kiss his own backyard, because it's impossible you turn yourself and you kiss your back downstairs and feel the flavor of your own feces. This is where the problem lays with this guy. That is harder for him to swallow the reality that there is parallels and red lines. That is how the success of our other YouTube in Kenya has been built. An example is Cyprian TV that was with him there at the Ayamara, and she still create the same narrative and the same line that have a future for her. And she knows when it's important, when it's not important, report on Ayamara. So, gentlemen, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Nairobi Chicha is a black male individual, and that is his agenda. Black male Nyambuans boys in return of money. That's what he is. And his main target is to trash Ayamara, to deny Ayamara success, growth. But he doesn't realize every time he goes against the odds, is more and more make things bigger. He could make that story of the wars bigger. Nairobi Chicha have all the ingredients to make the death of the wars at Villa Medellin a big story. But all the YouTubers lost. The only person make that story success and came out beautiful is this Modexa, I can't remember his name, this young man that is working with Ayamaro and Ginto. These are content creators. They know how to explore the avenues around the success and make it valid and think people love, support. And this is what is missing with Nairobi Chicha story. Next, we're gonna talk about your favorite flavor. What is all about I Am Carol? I Am Carol is a very dubious. It's a very dubious character. Is a character that needs a really very comprehensive analysis to understand the roots, how she got where she is right now. Thank you.